What's up, y'all? Here we go. I know y'all seen the thumbnail, so y'all know that we are cooking up something special today for the holidays, for Thanksgiving. We have turkey tail collard greens. And as y'all can see here, I'm adding my turkey tails to the pot. I have the pot already warming up. I'm going to add some onions to this pot, y'all. And then we're going to fill it up with some chicken broth. And we are actually going to boil these turkey tails for an hour and a half, y'all. Before we even put the greens in, just to get those juices flowing, just to get everything simmered down and those turkey tails tender. Now, we're going to add some seasoning to this. We're adding some garlic powder. We're adding some onion powder. We're adding some no salt seasoning, herb. And then we're going to render this down in chicken stock for an hour and a half, y'all. So y'all stay tuned with this. This recipe was absolutely delicious. And as always, the exact complete measurements to this recipe will be down located in the description, y'all. So y'all check that out and roll with me with this cook, y'all. So bring it to a roaring boil for an hour and a half, and you will see me constantly checking on it to make sure that the liquids didn't boil all the way out, y'all. And then we're gonna clean these greens, we're gonna cut these greens, and we're gonna cook these greens. Now, what I'll do now is take these turkey tails out of the pot, sit them to the side in a bowl, and sit this stock, this homemade stock, this natural stock from these turkey tails to the side. We're going to wash the greens. We're going to cut the greens, and then we'll add those back to that pot, and then we'll simmer and cook these greens for 2.5 hours till they are fork tender, y'all. These were absolutely delicious, y'all. I'm so proud of this recipe right here. Y'all gotta try it, y'all. I know you may have not had turkey tails, but that fat and that juice from those tails were delicious. And as y'all can see, we about to get started. Now I'm going to give you guys a quick tutorial of how to cut these greens. First, you want to remove the bottom part of the stem like I'm doing here. Slice on each side of the collard green and pull that bottom stalk out, and you have the whole entire leaf right there. This is how I cut mine. Some people cut theirs differently, but this is how I cut mine. I'm not going to bore you with a lot, but I'm going to just give you a couple of shots of how I do it, and then we'll move forward. Now I'm going to show you how to cut your greens. Stack your greens sideways like I'm doing. Go ahead and roll them tightly, and begin from one end and cut the green down like I'm doing right here. Like I said, I'll do it a couple of times, and then you should have it from there. Roll them this way. Roll them tight. That's how you cut your greens. One more time. Roll them greens tight. Feel me? Now I'll begin to add my collard greens back to that natural stock, and you will see how I can add all these greens into my cast iron Dutch pot, y'all. So what you do, you put a portion of the greens in, you cover them up, let them simmer down a little bit, and then you add more. You cover them up, let those simmer down a bit, and then you add more until you have all the greens in this little pot. It's amazing how all those greens can fit in this little pot. Now we're going to add some seasoning. I have no salt seasoning right here again because I love that. I'm also using onion powder, garlic powder, and I have some green seasoning, y'all. You don't have to add that, or you can use different types of seasoning. And I'm not gonna say how much I'm putting in, but I'll just say season your greens to taste. You know what I'm saying? So that green seasonings right there was real good. And I put a couple of bay leaves in there. I mixed it around, y'all, covered it up, and we'll begin to let these greens cook on a medium for 2.5 hours. Now, after letting those greens simmer for about 20 minutes till everything was all down in the pot, I began to add my turkey tails back to the pot, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget about that. Add your turkey tails back to the pot, and then we'll let these start to simmer and cook. Like I said, 2.5 hours. And every like 30 minutes, I'm checking my fluids. I'm tasting my greens with a fork myself to make sure that everything, I don't need anything. And you will see me add, you can add black pepper, salt, if that's what you think they need, because you're tasting them throughout the process. And then that's how you will know how much seasoning you actually need. And as y'all can see, every time I open this pot, I let the steam out away from my body, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to burn yourself with that hot steam when you open that pot up. And if you check your greens and you see it needs some more fluid, you can use chicken stock, you can use water, because the greens are already seasoned, just to make sure that you keep those fluid levels up, y'all. Now, collard greens are kind of bitter, and after tasting mine, I felt like I was going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar, y'all. Now, you don't want no sweet greens, and with this big pot, you can't even taste the sugar. So I added 2 tablespoons of sugar, and I also added 2 tablespoons of butter, y'all. Now, that was a game changer. That gave it so much flavor. And like I said, you have this big pot, so 2 tablespoons won't be too much. And these greens were bussin'. Okay, y'all, my daughter was visiting from school for the Thanksgiving holiday. So I had her to taste these greens and tell me how she felt and how they taste. She's very, very good at letting me know how something really tastes, y'all. And then I'm gonna show y'all some of the live. We went live for Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna show some of the live and let her give y'all her opinion on these greens.
But it also
Then
has
also
that,
that fat, it renders down
just like
into the
pork.
juice of the
Yeah,
greens.
yeah, even better than pork. It's more fattier than pork, so it renders down.
People just be thinking that you just need pork, ham hocks, pigtails, and stuff in your greens, which that is very unhealthy,
Yeah, some people.
especially for black people.
Yeah, and some people do use turkey necks. Actually, I got them mixed up. I don't know, but they do use turkey necks. But if you want to use turkey necks, that's a good option too. It's a. I don't want to. I don't want to say it's a little bit less meat, right? But it's more stuck to the bone.
Right.
It's a lot more leaner within the bone meat. So
Hey y'all, you got people saying hi to you. I think that's Adrian Lopez and
hi, Graham.
what is that? Franchise edits. It's some people saying hi, and so I'm telling her that y'all saying hi to her. So are
Okay.
are those greens flavorful?
Definitely. Now, me, I like to add a little bit of a kick to mine. I always like to add some type of Frank's Red Hot or Louisiana Hot, but
Right, you can add that after once you
right.
get yours
But the pure taste,
into your bowl. You can add um, Frank's Red Hot
oh,
sauce, or you can add chili flakes, red chili flakes.
it kind of makes my lips tingle a little bit actually. So you did add something a bit. I think it's that pepper
I
spray.
wanted to give it to you fresh and fresh out the pot.
Yeah.
Anything else you can add, you can just put some hot sauce on it if you want to, or you can red pepper, whatever you want, black
Really
pepper.
juicy.
I want to give it to you fresh out the pot, just like that, just so you can tell me your honest opinion of it. You know, because a lot of our grandmama and them, they think they're the only ones that know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? And I'm over here like, hey, I can cook too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So since we going live, we went live last night, and we got some buzz. Like people was tuning in and everything, but I think I cut the live off too early. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna do that. So but if I put this phone down and actually put it on the tripod, y'all just work with me because I got stuff to do. So I want to thank y'all for rocking out with me to another episode of Cooking with Calvin. I appreciate each and every one of you subscribers. And to the new people, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to tune in for more good recipes. Cooking with Calvin.